So today we will learn mechanism of photosynthesis. It consists of two phases. Number one is the photochemical phase, which is also known as light reaction, and second one is the biochemical phase, which is also known as dark reaction. And these two phases were reported by Blackman and Warburg. So photochemical phase, in this first phase light is necessary, so it is light dependent phase, and biochemical phase in which there is no necessary of light, so it is the light independent phase. सी फोटोकेमिकल फेज़ में लाइट की ज़रूरत है, लेकिन बायोकेमिकल फेज़ में लाइट की ज़रूरत नहीं है, बट बोथ ऑफ दीज फेजेस आर इंटरडिपेंडेंट. मीन्स फोटोकेमिकल फेज़ में जो भी ATP एंड NADPH2 बनेंगे वो यूटिलाइज करेगी डार्क रिएक्शन, सो दैट इज़ वाई इट इज़ दे आर इंटरडिपेंडेंट. But just remember that photochemical phase is light dependent, that is why it is known as light reaction, and biochemical phase it is light independent, and that is why it is known as the dark reaction. So let's see types of reactions. One is the light reaction and second one is the dark reaction. Light reaction is also known as the Hill reaction because there was a scientist, Robin Hill, who did experiments and provided experimental evidences about it, and he proved that the oxygen evolved in photosynthesis by splitting of the water. We will discuss in detail later. You just remember that light reaction is given by the Robin Hill. And what is light reaction? The reactions of photosynthesis that occurs in the presence of light is called light reaction. All the process of photosynthesis will occur only in the presence of light. During this phase, the energy required for carbon fixation is generated. मैं जो भी ATP बनेंगे, एनर्जी बनेगी, वो ड्यूरिंग दिस फेज ही बनेगी, और वो एनर्जी कहाँ पे काम में आएगी? कार्बन फिक्सेशन में. Now, what is meant by dark reaction? The reactions of photosynthesis that occur in the absence of light is called as the dark reaction. So, this is the difference between light reaction and dark reaction. Now, let's see in detail one by one. Primary photochemical reaction or light reaction or Hill's reaction. It is the primary process of photosynthesis. It is the light dependent phase of photosynthesis. It requires pigments and light, hence known as light reaction. लाइट के साथ साथ इसे पिगमेंट्स भी चाहिए, जैसे क्लोरोफिल पिगमेंट्स है जो कि लाइट को ग्रैब करके उसे कन्वर्ट करेगी केमिकल एनर्जी के लिए. सो इन दिस प्रोसेस लाइट एनर्जी इज कन्वर्टेड इनटू केमिकल एनर्जी एंड दैट इज ATP. ATP बनाने के लिए लाइट एनर्जी का केमिकल एनर्जी में कन्वर्शन होना बहुत ही ज़रूरी है, और इसके लिए हमें पिगमेंट्स की ज़रूरत होती है. एक्सेसरी पिगमेंट्स हमने पढ़ी थी, और इसेंशियल पिगमेंट दैट इज़ क्लोरोफिल A, इसके बारे में हमने पढ़ा था. सो अगर ये पिगमेंट्स है तो ही लाइट का कन्वर्शन केमिकल एनर्जी में होगा, एंड दैट इज़ ATP. नाउ लेट्स टॉक अबाउट द स्टेप्स ऑफ लाइट रिएक्शन. नंबर वन इज़ absorption of light energy by chloroplast pigments. Chloroplast pigments absorb light energy in different region of the visible part of the spectrum. Now, do you remember this electromagnetic spectrum of sunlight, in which there is a visible part of the spectrum which gives these colored wavelengths? This is the region in which chloroplast pigment absorb the light energy and gives the visible spectrum. So it is the first step of light reaction, that is absorption of light energy by chloroplast pigments. और ये absorption कहाँ पे होगा? Only in the part of visible part में ही इसका absorption होगा. Next step is the transfer of light energy from accessory pigments to chlorophyll A. Now you know The accessory pigments are chlorophyll B, xanthophyll and carotenoids. These are the accessory pigments and chlorophyll A is the essential pigments. It is the reaction center. Chlorophyll A is the reaction center. Accessory pigments chlorophyll B, xanthophyll ये accessory pigments क्यों है? क्योंकि ये लाइट को ग्रैब करती है, एब्सॉर्ब तो करती है लेकिन उसे ट्रांसफ़र करती है क्लोरोफिल ए के पास. अब वो क्लोरोफिल ए के पास ही क्यों ट्रांसफ़र करती है? बिकॉज क्लोरोफिल ए इज़ द ओनली पिगमेंट विच इज़ हैविंग द कैपेसिटी टू कन्वर्ट लाइट एनर्जी इनटू chemical energy. That is why it is known as the reaction center. Chlorophyll A is the reaction center. So accessory pigments absorb light energy and transfer to chlorophyll A. And here are the pigments where absorption takes place. Let's see third step, that is activation of chlorophyll A. Photons of a light. Chlorophyll A molecule of photosystem 1 and photosystem 2 receives a photons of a light. Means chlorophyll A, it is in the ground state. As it receives a photons of a light, chlorophyll A becomes an excited molecule. Means it is having now more energy. After that, excited chlorophyll A expels its energy along with an electron and becomes positively charged, that is it becomes oxidized. Means chlorophyll A अभी oxidized है, means क्या है? Is ready to receive more unit of radiant energy. Now let's talk about the fourth step, that is photolysis of water or Hill's reaction. Hill's reaction is also known as light reaction. एंड हिल्स रिएक्शन में क्या होता है? फोटोलिसिस ऑफ वाटर. फोटोलिसिस ऑफ वाटर मीन्स H2O का स्प्लिट होता है. सी, इट इज़ द फर्स्ट स्टेप ऑफ फोटोसिंथेसिस. प्रोसेस ऑफ स्प्लिटिंग ऑफ वाटर मॉलिक्यूल इनटू H2 and O2 in the presence of light, that is sunlight, and chlorophyll A is called as photolysis of water. See, this is the water and carbon dioxide which is going towards the chloroplast in which there is a stalk, grana present है यहाँ पे. वहाँ पे water enter होते ही क्या होगा? उसका split होगा into H2 and O2, hydrogen and oxygen molecule में. What will happen to them? We will discuss it later. Before that, let's talk about the experiments done by the Hill. So Robin Hill experiment or Hill's reaction. He isolated chloroplasts from fresh spinach leaves, then suspended them in a beaker containing free CO2 and water, add ferric salt as hydrogen acceptor and hemoglobin as oxygen acceptor to it, and then it exposed beaker to light. So observations क्या थे कि bubbles of oxygen were evolved and the ferric salt was reduced to ferrous salt and hemoglobin was oxidized to oxyhemoglobin. Means from this reaction it is proved that in presence of light and chlorophyll, water molecules split into H2 and O2. Here oxygen is liberated and the hydrogen removed from water is accepted by some unknown hydrogen acceptor. We have taken it as a A. There are another scientists, Ruben, Randall and Kamen. According to them, oxygen evolved in photosynthesis from water and not from CO2. He used radioactive heavy isotopes of oxygen O18 and water H2O18. They proved that in presence of light, photolysis of water takes place and O2 evolved comes from water and not from CO2. मीन्स हिल्स ने भी यही प्रूव किया था और रूबेन, रैंडल एंड कैमिन इन्होंने भी ये प्रूव किया कि जो वाटर है इट इज़ द सोर्स रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर O2 इवॉल्वमेंट एंड नॉट CO2. नाउ हिल्स ने तो प्रूव किया था कि H2 जो है वो एक्सेप्टेड बाय द अदर एक्सेप्टर, बट वो क्या था वो उसे नहीं पता था. सो देयर इज़ अ साइंटिस्ट Professor Arnon, who discovered that coenzyme NADP acts as a H2 acceptor during photosynthesis. H2 accepted by NADP and forms NADPH2. He is the scientist Professor Arnon. So it is clear that O2 evolved comes from water and not from the CO2. After the splitting of water, what happens? O2 is evolved and H2 is accepted by the acceptor NADP and it converts it into NADPH2. Now let's see photophosphorylation. The process of formation of ATP from ADP and inorganic phosphate in presence of light and chlorophyll pigment is called फोटोफॉस्फोराइलेशन. CO2 का फिक्सेशन करने के लिए हमें ऑक्सीजन की भी ज़रूरत थी और एनर्जी की भी. सो दिस ATP विल form from the ADP and inorganic phosphate in presence of light and chlorophyll pigment. Photophosphorylation are of two kinds. One is the cyclic photophosphorylation and another is the non-cyclic photophosphorylation. What is cyclic photophosphorylation? Formation of ATP from ADP and inorganic phosphate in presence of light and chlorophyll pigment by cyclic transfer of electron. Cyclic है तो यहाँ पे cyclic transfer of electron will happen and there is only involvement of photosystem 1. And non-cyclic photophosphorylation, there is a formation of ATP from ADP and inorganic phosphate in presence of light and chlorophyll pigment by non-cyclic transfer of electron, and there is involvement of both system, photosystem 1 and photosystem 2. सी साइक्लिक फोटोफॉस्फोराइलेशन में इलेक्ट्रॉन का ट्रांसफ़र साइक्लिक मैनर में होगा और नॉन साइक्लिक फोटोफॉस्फोराइलेशन में नॉन साइक्लिक ट्रांसफ़र होगा इलेक्ट्रॉन्स का. साइक्लिक फोटोफॉस्फोराइलेशन में सिर्फ एक ही सिस्टम है, फोटोसिस्टम 1, एंड नॉन साइक्लिक फोटोफॉस्फोराइलेशन में बोथ है. लेट्स सी इन डिटेल साइक्लिक फोटोफॉस्फोराइलेशन. नाउ यू नो द डेफिनेशन. फॉर्मेशन ऑफ ATP फ्रॉम ADP and inorganic phosphate in presence of light and chlorophyll pigment by cyclic transfer of electrons. इसकी steps क्या है? Steps involved in cyclic photophosphorylation. Number 1 is photoexcitation of chlorophyll. See, in cyclic photophosphorylation only photosystem 1 is present. जैसे ही लाइट गिरेगी क्लोरोफिल A में, क्लोरोफिल A कहाँ पे है? फोटोसिस्टम 1 में है. फोटोसिस्टम 1 का क्लोरोफिल A molecule is get excited, the electrons are released out, the electrons are captured by ferredoxin through ferredoxin reducing substrate, that is FRS. Second is the cyclic transfer of electron. See, क्लोरोफिल A जो है वो लाइट एनर्जी को एब्सॉर्ब करेगा और ग्राउंड स्टेट से एक्साइटेड स्टेट में जाएगा और वहाँ से इलेक्ट्रॉन्स जो है वो रिलीज़ होना शुरू हो जाएंगे. यहाँ पे क्या होगा? फोटोलिसिस ऑफ वाटर होगा. फोटोलिसिस ऑफ वाटर होने के बाद क्या होता है? यू नो, H2 का कन्वर्शन H2 मॉलिक्यूल्स और O2 मॉलिक्यूल्स में होता है. सी O2 तो इवॉल्व हो जाएगा और वो कार्बन फिक्सेशन के काम में आएगा, लेकिन H2O जो है इसके लिए कोई एक्सेप्टर ही नहीं है यहाँ पे. सो यहाँ पे ये कैरियर्स हैं, फेरेडॉक्सिन है, साइटोक्रोम B6, साइटोक्रोम F एंड प्लास्टोसाइनिन. दीज आर द कैरियर्स ऑफ द इलेक्ट्रॉन. सो FRS के पास इलेक्ट्रॉन जाते ही वो क्या करेगा? दिस इलेक्ट्रॉन्स विल फॉल डाउन टू द फोटोसिस्टम 1. मीन्स इस साइक्लिक मैनर है. फोटोसिस्टम 1 इज़ द डोनर एंड इट इज़ द एक्सेप्टर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन. सो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स एक्साइटेड स्टेट में जाके FRS के पास जाएंगे और ये जो बाकी के कैरियर्स हैं यहाँ पे इलेक्ट्रॉन ट्रांसफ़र होते ही वापस फोटोसिस्टम 1 के पास में आ जाएंगे. ड्यूरिंग दिस व्हाट विल हैपन? थर्ड स्टेप, ATP सिंथेसिस. हियर देयर इज़ अ फॉर्मेशन ऑफ ATP. ड्यूरिंग दिस ट्रांसपोर्ट ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स, two phosphorylations takes place, one between ferredoxin and cytochrome B6 and the other between cytochrome B6 and cytochrome F. Thus, two ATP molecules are produced in this cycle. Generally what happen, there is a photolysis of water, but in cyclic photophosphorylation there is no photolysis of water, no formation of NADPH2 and no evolution of O2. मीन्स साइक्लिक फोटोफॉस्फोराइलेशन में क्या होगा, सिर्फ ATP का सिंथेसिस होगा. सो दैट वाज अबाउट द साइक्लिक फोटोफॉस्फोराइलेशन. नाउ we will talk about the non-cyclic photophosphorylation. So what is non-cyclic photophosphorylation? Formation of ATP from ADP and inorganic phosphate in presence of light and chlorophyll pigment by non-cyclic transfer of electron. Here there are two systems involved, photosystem 1 and photosystem 2. Now what happens here? We will see step by step. Number 1 is photo excitation of photosystem 1 and photosystem 2. Here photon of light is absorbed by photosystem 2, that is photosystem 680. Form of chlorophyll A molecule undergoes excited state and an electron is ejected from it. The ejected electron is trapped by quinone and ultimately received by photosystem 1 through series of compounds consist of plastoquinone, cytochrome. These are the carriers. So here there is a excitation of photosystem 1 and photosystem 2 takes place because of the photon of light which is get absorbed by the photosystem 2. Now second step is the ATP generation. Here there is only one ATP will be formed, while in cyclic photophosphorylation 2 ATP formation were taking place. This is the cytochrome complex. During the transfer of electron from cytochrome B6 and to cytochrome F, there is enough change in free energy required for the formation of one ATP molecule. Here there is a formation of one ATP molecule only. Third one is the photolysis of water and evolution of oxygen. Water is oxidized according to this reaction. In this reaction, this indicates that 4 electrons are removed from 2 water molecules, generating an oxygen molecule and 4 hydrogen ions. But there is the oxygen evolving complex, that is OES, which is associated with photosystem 2, and this is the only known biochemical system that carries out this particular reaction. Then there is a non-cyclic transfer of electron. Here there is a transfer of electron in non-cyclic manner, means there is no return to its place of origin and transfer to photosystem 1. एक बार फोटोसिस्टम 2 से इलेक्ट्रॉन्स निकल गए, वो वापस वहाँ पे नहीं आएंगे, it will be accepted by the NADP. So that is why it is known as the non-cyclic photophosphorylation. And now last one is the NADPH2 formation. The photosystem 1 reaction center reduces NADP, means electrons are transferred through centers photosystem 2 and photosystem 2 to ferredoxin, a small water soluble iron sulfur protein. There is a flavoprotein, that is ferredoxin NADP reductase, means FRS, which reduces NADP to NADPH, and thus completing the sequence of non-cyclic electron transport that begins with the oxidation of water. So that was about the non-cyclic photophosphorylation, in which there are involvement of photosystem 1 and photosystem 2. There is ATP generation, but only one ATP will generate. There is a photolysis of water and evolution of oxygen. Then electron will transfer in non-cyclic manner, and there is a formation of NADPH2, while in cyclic photophosphorylation only 2 ATP were forming. So that was about the mechanism of photosynthesis. And in mechanism of photosynthesis we discussed about the light reaction. In the next lecture we will talk about the dark reaction. So till then, see you. Thank you so much.